Summary of the fun they had. The short story The Fun They Had, written by Isaac Asimov, deals with a boy and a girl, Tommy and Margie, who find out something about school and the past time. The Fun They Had by Isaac Asimov is a futuristic story set in 2157 AD. The story writer envisions what the schools and education system will look like in 23rd century. Margie and Tommy live in the future world of 23rd century where education was completely computerized. They don't have schools, they have a special study room where a computer teaches them. The computer teacher is programmed and adjusted according to the needs of each child. Now and then the computer teacher develops some fault which is fixed by a county inspector. The story opens with Margie writing in her diary about an old book that Tommy had found. Both Tommy and Margie wonder at the book found by Tommy in his attic. They wonder at the book as they read books on screen of computer teacher. Margie feels the computer teacher is boring, she does not like the mechanical teaching and learning. She also wonders how much fun would it be studying in a school with other children from a human teacher. On 17th of March 2157, Tommy, a 13-year-old boy, finds a real book which has been printed on paper is at the house of Margie. An 11-year-old girl. They both take a look at it together. The book is really old and pages are yellow and cranky. In the year 2155, this kind of books doesn't exist anymore. In this time words are moving on a television screen. This television contains over 1 million of books. That is the reason why Tommy thinks that they are much better. He has found the old book in the attic of his house. While reading, Tommy says that it is about school. Margie hates school and cannot understand why someone would write about it. Margie remembers her grandfather once talked about his grandfather who went to an actual school where the children went for education and where they were taught by human teachers. She was having problems with learning geography from her mechanical teacher. It was black, large and had a screen on it. It teaches the students, give them exercises and ask them questions, all in a special room in their own house. It can also calculate the marks in no times. Margie hates the slot where she has to insert her homework or test papers. Once the geography sector of her mechanical teacher was graded too quick so that her marks got worse and worse. The county inspector rebuilt it after 1 hour. He was really nice to Margie. She hoped that her mechanical teacher would be away for a long time. Tommy says that the book which he has found is not about their type of school, it is about school centuries ago. They find out that students back then had a man as a teacher who taught the girls and boys, gave them homework and asked them the question. They had a special building, the children went to. And they learned the same thing. If they were the same age. At first, Margie does not understand how a person could be a teacher and how the students were taught the same thing because her mother says that education must fit each child's mind, but nevertheless, in her opinion, these schools are funny and she wants to read more about it. Then it is time for Margie and Tommy for their school. Margie goes to the schoolroom in her house, where the mechanical teacher stands. It is already on because the lessons are always at regular hours. She was thinking about the old school system and how much fun the children must have, learning and spending time together.